No! Oh, it's you, Corvo. Thank the stars. We all thought you'd been killed. Except for Samuel. He seemed sure you'd survived. I saw him on the river shortly before the killing began. He was smart enough not to come ashore. But I'll bet he's still out there. Looking for you is my guess. At first, Pendleton said it was time for our bonus. Havelock stood behind them, and at the signal, he shot them each in the back of the head. Just like the target drills he used to. Lydia barely had time to scream. I would be dead too. Except Wallace told me I wouldn't be getting anything. Pendleton kept apologizing, saying that no one could ever know about the things they'd done. Martin was drinking and seemed sad. The Admiral was about to shoot Callista. Then he mumbled something about owing her uncle, Captain Kurnow, a debt. They said it was time for Sokolov, and went off to his cage. I don't know what happened after that. Emily was there when the killing started. Poor child. I hope she hid her eyes. The Admiral said that Martin was right. I guess they talked about it. And they started to worry they'd get executed for all that they'd done, going after the Lord Regent and his allies. I suppose it's why they've poisoned you too. I thought Lydia would squeal on me at the end. She just told Havelock to screw himself. And died. Lydia's the only one who ever showed me any kindness. I don't think the Admiral actually knew I existed. I can hide here for as long as it takes. Seems that no one is safe when a man is that close to a prize like the throne.
To understand the criminal mind. I hear they had to hide the culprit girl for time they were working with him. I heard they locked him in a cage and only let him out at night.
The criminal mind, huh? So what's he doing now?
Waiting. He's probably watching us right now. With that crazy mask on. Creeping closer and closer. Ever closer until...
Cut it out. What's so impressive about Corvo? Who's he got up against? A couple of high overseers, a couple of noblemen. You could never stand
Yeah, it's nice.
trying to penetrate the workshop. I think Piero Joplin's inside. Direct line to natural philosophy.
There is evidence that Anton Sokolov was held here again. So, arrested. But I don't want him harmed until I get to the bottom of all this. Careful. The place may be booby-trapped.
Should we gather for whiskey and cigars tonight?
Never doubt.
Yes, sir. The servants were all executed shortly before we arrived. Looks like a naval cutlass and a small bore pistol. Looks like Corvo ran amok.
Turn this building inside out. and it goes without saying. This area is...
Still watching at all points.
It's...
Der Hals da ist.
This man in the Empire. You guys know what else?
It's refreshing to converse with someone on my own level.
I couldn't agree more. Your expulsion from the Academy was a crime against natural philosophy itself.
Which you might have pointed out at the time. But it's pointless to hold a grudge. I want to ask you,
Well, the elixir, yes.
I knew it was too good
And I
to be
need to
true.
discuss your tonic. Why have you not
Seems
tried the
the
homeopathic
conspiracy
solution?
tried to use
And
old
where am I to
Piero
find
for
the
their own
subjects?
gain and discard.
I can't recruit from
But
prisons
they
as you do.
have erred and
But it's
delivered
forced
to
me to work with another agent derived from...
The river crusts, yes. I'd guessed as much. But I think our approaches may reinforce each other. This is what we've been lacking thus far.
Well, I knew it was too good to be true. Seems the conspiracy tried to use old Piero for their own gain and then discard him. But they have erred and delivered to me an ally almost as brilliant as myself. Old Sokolov and I will hole up here until we can blast the ruffians outside and make for the Academy.
Der Hals da ist.
Corvo, good to see that you still breathe. The city would not be the same if you were not with us. I've completed Piero's work on an arc pylon, but only just.
With this device, we can send a powerful electrical signal through the nervous system, merely rendering our enemies unconscious, or they can be reduced to ashes. I've attuned it so that we will be safe from the functions of the device. It will only trigger in the presence of our enemies. This arc pylon is more powerful than the older design. It will function at a greater range, striking down our foes while ignoring us. I need my final sequence, which is recorded in the blueprint for this device. Havelock was inspecting it before the killing started. Return the blueprint to me. It was in his bedroom before he left. Hopefully, it's still there. You may navigate the fields of battle with ease, but Sokolov and I are not as gifted in the same way. Without the arc pylon, it is only a matter of time before they put an end to us. We can get this device working, or you can go out and remove our enemies one by one, whichever you think is best. Do what you want, but ask quickly. Astonishing. The arc pylon is complete. Now to activate it.
With this device, we can send a powerful electrical signal through the nervous system, merely rendering our enemies unconscious. Or they can be reduced to ashes.
What is your opinion, Corvo? As you wish, Corvo. We will be far away before any of them regain their senses. All is ready, Corvo. All that remains is plugging in a whale oil tank to power it. Will you do the honors?
When this arc pylon is charged, no one will dare come near us.
Nice.
simply amazing. It functioned beyond my greatest expectations. It defies description. A device like this will ensure Dunwall's security for a century.
Well, Corvo, I hope we can be considered colleagues again. You were condemned, I was kidnapped. Men like us rise above such things. As to the good Admiral, I believe men such as Havelock start with high-minded intentions. Same with Martin, and maybe even Pendleton, though I suspect he was just lazy. But no one is prepared for the sheer seductive influence of being so close to real power.
We once discussed a system of signals to be used in Emily's tower for communication across the river. I wonder if he remembers.
Nice.
Corvo, I can't believe you're alive. They killed everyone, Corvo. They killed everyone to cover it all up. Then they took Emily with them and they left. I couldn't do anything to protect her. Please find her. Make her safe. All his talk of being an honorable military man, but Havelock will use Emily like a puppet to his own advantage. Something changed in the Admiral as soon as the Lord Regent died. It had been building up. Martin was acting strange, going quiet if any of us were near, whispering late into the night with Havelock and Pendleton while you were out doing the real work. I think they realized they were one step away from holding the same position the Lord Regent had, and worried they'd be held accountable for what they did here, as the Loyalists. They would have killed me too, but Havelock spared me. Out of respect for my uncle, I believe. Please, talk to Samuel and the others. Someone must know where they're going. Find Emily. She's suffered through so much, and she's got no one else on her side except you. Samuel set this here in case you returned. You can use it to call him. He said he'd come quickly. Hopefully there's a place he can dock where the watch won't see him. Now that you've eliminated the City Watch, I can find my way out of here. But there's no way I can help Emily the way you can. I saw Samuel on the river earlier. I'm sure he'll take you where you need to go. One last trip, I expect. I can't go with you. I'll be okay here. Just go.
Emily banged her head in the confusion. They dragged her crying into the waiting boat. She called your name. He has many scars, some from the phlegm of the river crusts, some from the nameless monsters of the deep ocean. You are like the rivermen. They spread their nets wide and pull up all manner of things, the sweet, the deadly, poisonous, all together in one catch. Your usefulness is spent. They long for news of your death. Callista tried to protect her, but they pulled the child from her arms. Oh, the curses she spat at them. The river rushed in when the barrier broke. The whole district went dark. They left in great haste, scattering like insects, eager to bore into the nests.
Thought I'd find you here. It never pays to bet against you, does it? I saw the signal. I knew you'd be back, Corvo. I knew it. We'll need to get out of here soon. The Admiral controls the military now, Martin's High Overseer, and Pendleton's in favor with the aristocracy and Parliament. They need Emily, of course. But if Havelock senses that it's all about to fall down around him, who knows what he's liable to do? Good. Then it's one more trip across the river to where it meets the sea. That's where the Lord Regent was building his new lighthouse. Ought to be something to see. This is it, sir. I suspect Havelock Martin and Lord Pendleton landed there a while ago and went into the lighthouse. Knowing them, they're not giving up without a fight. I remember hearing the Admiral and Martin talking about this place as where they'd hold up if they had to. Anybody going in has to breach the fort, the gatehouse. Then there's only one way to the top. All I can say is that it's been a pleasure serving with you. Maybe after all this is settled, we'll see each other again. Good luck, Corvo. If anyone deserves it, you do. Give my best to Emily. After she's on the throne, she won't have time for an old man like me. I knew you were sharp, Corvo. But somehow you managed to get through all this mess without losing sight of what really matters. For that, I respect you. The city's gonna pull itself up, I believe. Too many good people here to let it all turn to ashes. I'd best be going. The battlefield's no place for an old sailor like me. That time is long past. Good luck, my friend.
Samuel was once eager to hear Havelock's stories of the sea, but perhaps the Admiral is not what he expected. Samuel Beechworth went to sea to forget a hopeless life. He succeeded.
There, do you think? The new Empress?
She came in a few days ago, but she keeps to herself. Must be a shock.
I wonder what she's like.
Just a kid, I guess.
Imagine being a kid. Then suddenly, they tell you in a few years, you'll rule the Empire. What do you do?
Me? Settle a few scores, I guess. Then order some pastries from that... up on the left.
Nice.
Lots of them.
smell you from here.
Shut up. Fucking longer do I have to fuck?
dream shared by a few. Lord Trevor Pendleton, neglected youngest. Bullied by your Martin, such a clever.
Done such things.
Talent
Cowardly.
until he found fate. Callista, the nurse. Bitter Pierre, ejected from the academy. Samuel, the useless old man, hungry for purpose. Couldn't be less. Unjustly dismissed. Holding affair of honor. My friends, the times we... I'm almost sorry it's almost. Our enemies have fallen. We put an empress on the throne who will take years to grow up. And by the time she does, she'll be out. She's young. Emily the First could reign for 60, 70 years if she's constant. Oh, what we could do in that time. Look how much we've changed the city already. The golden age is coming, and no one will ever know what I had to do for it. You won't tell, will you? This is all Martin's fault. If we hadn't helped Corvo get out of prison, Corvo hadn't been so damn good at his job. We hadn't gotten greedy, afraid. Always too sure of it. Never hesitated. Too sure of what I wanted. Too sure of what I wanted to do when other men stopped to consider. Saw it as a weakness. I know Corvo's coming for me, just like he came for the others. Crossing the island below like it was nothing. Only a question of how and when. I'm lacking a countermeasure. It's all fallen apart. All the stuff that led us here makes sense. When I was young, I went to sea. Took command of a ship. And made links many to sea. Made a collection of boats into a navy. Then founded a conspiracy and almost led an empire. No compromise. Never showed mercy. Never showed weakness. I showed them will, vision, and not being afraid of getting dirty. I'll lose it all to a man with a faster sword hand. Or is it that he has a slower sword hand? There's something wrong. It'll make a good story for the history. I'll have a good epitaph. In his time, he commanded a noble lord, a high overseer, the man who brought down a tyrant, Admiral Howard, son of the High Ship.
Done such things, cowardly things that I'm ashamed of. How could anyone ever forgive them? Would they? Even if things are better? No, that's not how it works. Once the bureaucrats step in, everything gets muddy. If anyone ever knew, we'd all lose our heads for this.
No one can know. And could we ever control Emily with Corvo around? That's the question that sticks in my mind. We need to make our final move, and we need to make it cleanly. No loose ends. Only a few in the know. The ones with the most to lose.
Until you learn how to behave. Corvo! I knew you'd come. Is it going to be okay now? Will I be Empress?
So ends the interregnum, and now Emily Caldwin I will take her mother's throne after a season of turmoil. You will stand at her side, Corvo, guiding her young mind and protecting her from those who seek to exploit her or cause her harm. You watched and listened when other men would have shouted in rage. You held back instead of striking. So it is, with the passing of the plague and Emily's ascension, comes a golden age, brought about by your hand. And decades hence, when your hair turns white and you pass from this world, Empress Emily, Emily the Wise, at the height of her power, will lay your body down within her mother's great tomb, because you are more to her than royal protector. Farewell, Corvo.
Long enough for all of the big and the small. Where the taller they stand, where the harder they fall. We live for today, but we die for the next. With blood in our veins, in the air, and our chest. Or we step into war with our hearts on the line. The dirt on our boots, it shakes free over time. The music, it fades, the violence slows. The darkness, it rises as the sun goes. Love is a distant aroma at best. A withering smile that's stuck deep in your vest. The night air, it wraps its fingers around your body. It shakes from a now distant sound. Oh, the sound of her voice, a sweet symphony, played over and over until you are free. The music, it fades, the violence slows. The darkness rises as the sun goes. Can you feel the new day rising, climbing up the east horizon? They can told us down we'll fight through each and every one will start new. Well, we shall not stumble, no, we shall not fall. We shall not crumble, no, we shall stand tall. Well, death it will come, as sure as the night. fought to fight, oh, with blood on our hands and dirt on our knees. We tear at the ones who brought the disease.